And the Magic start out with the ball. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's LeVert in at the 3, the small forward.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good bounce.
That's in coming off the assist from KD.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Outside Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, that's just the height, the length coming into play there. No one's stopping Durant.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Isaac finds Gordon. Over Durant. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Hey, you know, the Magic last year, they hired Steve Clifford as head coach. He's known for his defensive systems, and they allow the 5th fewest points in the league, and they're 6th in block shots. So defense clearly much improved for them.
Here is Durant. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Dinwiddie passes to KD. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Durant. Comes up empty down low. And the Magic also had the personnel to have a great defense.
You know, you really have to have athleticism and length to be a really good defensive team, and then the willingness to play at that end of the floor. Clifford inherited a roster with that kind of makeup.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. So for the Magic, Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Chandler comes in for Kevin Durant. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Irving. Ennis, he's checked in for Fournier. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Good position that time around the bucket, and when Bamba does that, he's hard to stop.
Dinwiddie against Augustine. Jordan. No good off the back of the rim. Orlando trailing here. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ross with a wide open look. Good on the triple.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
Dinwiddie drives in. No good again that time.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Orlando out in front, up 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility this roster has.
I like our depth. I like that we can play.
It's clear KD is very happy playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, That certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Dinwiddie in at the one spot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. Augustine against Dinwiddie. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Aaron Gordon. Fournier's checked in for Ennis. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. LeVert's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Carter Williams, the pass to Isaac. Back to Carter Williams. Pass to Vucevic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Clark, you look at the defensive metrics for Nikola Vucevic lately, very good. And yet, he's been considered a liability at that end. So, in your opinion, which is it?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think it's a blend, quite honestly. The analytics say one thing, but in this day and age, the way the game is played, big centers are typically challenged from a mobility standpoint, especially trying to defend fleet-footed perimeter guys in pick-and-roll situations and in space. To Vucevic's credit, he's worked hard at becoming better, trying to be a better rim protector and recognize where he needs to be early on with anticipation. So he's making progress, but it's a blend in my mind.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Irving finds Durant. Here's LeVert, guarded by Fultz. Irving passes to Durant. Isaac with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Isaac with the ball. Vucevic trying to get open. And there it is for him. Isaac's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
Man, I admire how Isaac fights through the contact there, man. Grit and grind on display, not letting the defense tie him down on these shots.
And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
The kick out to Irving. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
The shot's good from Irving.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. A great game.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. LeVert finds Durant, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. James Ennis comes in for Isaac. Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Ross. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets.
And we see the league-wide move discouraging mid-range shots. The Nets definitely among that group.
Yeah, and it's borne out here in that last season they took the third fewest mid-range shots and allowed the second most. So the analytics message taking real strong hold in Brooklyn.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Augustine passes to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Dinwiddie kicks to Irving, sinks the triple. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And stolen by Prince. Outside Jordan, trying to find Irving. He's got it now. Hangs in the air. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Bamba. The shot by Jordan, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Ross for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Irving with the ball. He's got 7. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Stolen by Bamba. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So for Brooklyn now, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Harris, and it's LeVert in at the 3. It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Isaac. Shoots over Isaac. KD passes to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 3. There's the pass to Fournier. LeVert against Ross. Isaac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, Isaac doesn't mess around close to the rim. When he's got good position, he's forcing the defense to foul him.
And so he makes both from the line.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
And Orlando has possession. It's a 3-point game. Fultz the pass to Vucevic. To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, Kevin. I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Nets?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
You know, Nikola Vucevic, guys, just goes to work when he gets an opportunity to score. I mean, he's a very, very polished offensive player.
Dinwiddie drives in. Allen kicks to LeVert. Passes to Durant. Right on the bucket. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Fultz dishes to Vucevic. Pass to Gordon. And here's Fultz. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're up by 1. 58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fournier passes to Fultz. 13 feet away. The rebound by the Nets. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
The shot's good from Irving.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Gordon. From deep three-point range. And it's Durant with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Leading by 5. And an intentional foul right there. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
Boy, a stalwart defender who knows his strengths on offense. I mean, Allen is a fantastic two-way threat, and he wants to get better. This is a guy whose future is bright.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately. And the development of Isaac, exciting to watch, Kevin. When he's playing with this kind of confidence, he comes up big in the clutch.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority. Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Shoots the 3, and Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.